So that
GG
is Cloudspire, and that's the first time we've properly played it on the show, and we still skipped the last wave. But good lord, that is a chunker.
It's a chunky game, but I like it a lot.
I think that's the crunchiest game I've ever played. There have been a couple that I've played recently with Sungwon off stream that have been pretty deep, but I think this trumps both of them.
Lots of strategy involved in this one.
Yeah, it does. It reminds me a little bit. It's a lot of Root because it's like we all have our kind of a slightly different gameplay aspect to us. Like, because I don't really like your flying things and your tree things. I was like, I don't even give a f.
Yeah.
Like, you tell me what it does.
The thing it does better than Root on that aspect is you don't have to know how the other factions play to play this one.
Yeah,
that's one thing. That's my complaint with
like
Root.
you were saying, Warcraft 3. Yeah. This feels like Warcraft 3.
Yeah,
and this is how I play Warcraft 3. I turtle the f
up and get that
it worked,
economy going.
especially in a 3-player game. I think this game is designed to be played 1-on-1.
Yeah,
for sure.
Or 4-player.
Like a chess match.
I think it's
4-player would be fun too.
It's playable with more. I guess I'd be curious to see 4-player, although 4-player is going to take even longer
for sure.
to go.
Yeah, this is like an all-day, Sunday
the fun thing about
kind of game.
The fun thing about 4-player, I think, would be is picking your opponents, because this one we don't really pick the opponents.
No, one person decides who everybody's attacking in 3-player.
Yeah, so a 4-player one I think it'd be really fun.
I'd be curious about it. I still think it's Board Game Geek lists it as best with 1 or 2, because you can. There's also a solo.
Yeah,
game.
I can see why though.
I can see why they say best with 1 or 2 for sure.
I feel like 4-player might be, because we only had like one time where you had to attack Kyle, and like I had a time where I was like, I could attack Kyle, but I'm not going to. But yeah, so I could see 4-player being kind of like just a mess of people killing each other.
Yeah, I wonder how great that would feel, because 3-player to me it doesn't feel right with 3 players personally. This game.
It's a little, like, it had the thing, like, where you were supposed to, like, choose your mark specifically so you can, like, target the same person, but I didn't want us to, like, have that, like, I felt like it would work better if we're all targeting different people.
You can do that. You could gang up.
Yeah. But I feel like that would ruin, a 3-player mode.
I thought you said in the rules it said you each had to target a different person.
And, yeah, that's what I said.
That's what you said. So that's not in the rules.
No, that's just how we were going to play it.
Yeah. And I think that was a good way to play it.
I agree. I think that would make it feel even more broken.
Yeah.
It's a chunky one.
It's like playing Warcraft 3, but on the slowest way or playing or playing Civilization.
Civilization, yeah. I was gonna say
Age of Empires,
right?
Like that.
Turn-based, tactics game.
Yeah.
I think 2 players it's great. I don't love it with 3. I'd try it once with 4. I suspect I'm not gonna love it that way.
Yeah, I think you would need a bigger map maybe or something, because it feels like it get really tight in there.
You could homebrew just adding some of these around
for
the
sure.
outside.
Yeah, make your own maps, or like we didn't even get into like modifying like any of the tile paths with the earthscapes.
No, none of us bothered.
I've got an expansion that like adds another island like off to the side, and this gets replaced with like a portal there. And that has like a bunch of cool like artifact things on it, and so it kind of expands the map in that way too.
Love the components. It's obviously that's the reason that this game is that the price tag is as high as it is.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's no cardboard involved anywhere.
Yeah, the fact that these aren't cardboard amazes me.
Yeah, neoprene mats instead of cardboard play tiles.
Yeah, and then this is a poker chip instead of like a cardboard spin down or like just a die,
right?
A 20-sided die.
And Dustin's added a couple of these things are custom.
Yeah, like
upgrade components, like the castle towers and these little holders for
but you can just do that, and that's still great.
Yes,
just put
that's
it in there.
that's the way that's.
These really just like quality of life additions that I got
there.
Like you can take these out, and even that, because it's still got the marker there. It's harder to move, but it's still fine.
Which is why he got those. But like even without those custom upgrades that Dustin's added to this, the storage is fantastic for these player, like your trays for all of your faction tokens and stuff. All these tokens are poker chips. They're not cheap cardboard. Even the cards are like the card stock is upgraded. Like,
it's like plastic. It's like PVC, I think.
Yeah.
I wish
so
honestly,
it's water resistant, so you don't need to sleeve these if you're the kind of person who sleeves your cards.
Yeah, I wish more the magic guy in me is like, I wish they made magic cards this nice.
Yeah.
I mean, they never will because it'd be way too expensive. But
and part of me with this game wishes that there was a lower level tier version where not all of the components were super pricey and expensive. But because of the kind of game that it is...
Yeah, this is not a game that you just pick up at a Target one day. This is...
Yeah.
Let's take some research and investment and time into it. And that's what, like,
I'm
going to be playing this game for years and years and years
right.
and years.
This is not a game that's designed for you to play once every 6 months. This is a game that you play all the time.
And what I love is you can reuse like these mats for other things. Now I'm like thinking it's like
you could use that for your D&D maps,
D&D or like whatever tabletop miniature game if you're like Warhammer or whatever, you know.
Yeah, these are nice map tiles.
I would do.
And another thing that I like about this game compared to some other crunchy, you know, time-consuming games, this it feels fairly expansive, but this does a much better job of respecting your table space than some of the that I've been playing lately.
Yeah. Which is crazy because look at this. Like,
there's a lot of stuff.
Damn.
But once you lay it out, you're done.
Yeah.
You're not even if you're adding these things to the map, these are pretty small.
Yeah, you're not going.
You're not going to go crazy with expanding this map the way that you do in some other crunchy games.
Yeah.
So it's got that going for it in my mind. I am personally the type of gamer who doesn't. I don't gravitate towards this kind of game where you're going to be playing it a lot. I like the variety. I like to play a lot of different games. Hence this show.
I'm a real dumb guy who loves this stuff. Like I just love. It's like it's just building armies. This is my jam.
All right, me and Eric can be playing this then.
And I don't dislike the game. Like it is a fun game. I think it is best 2 players. I would have more fun playing it with 2 players, I think. But it is definitely it is a game that is designed to be played a lot as opposed to the hobby, the board game hobbyist. This is the Cloudspire hobbyist.
Yeah, this is like one step below like easy wargaming stuff. Like it's like you're like this is really like it's scratching that itch.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you like that, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and most importantly, go on over to twitch.tv/BNB Tabletop and give us a follow there. We play board games live every Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Time on a show we call The Board and Barrel. And it's a very interactive broadcast. We have house rules that you guys can influence throughout the course of the game, virtual bingo, you can bet on who's gonna win. It's a lot of fun, and I look forward to seeing you there.